Hello, my name is Yitram, and this is my presentation on biogas. So, a little overview. Biogas is a type of biofuel that is produced by anaerobic digestion of organic matter by bacteria. By, by, by bacteria. Biogas has been around for a long while, as late as the 19 BC, but it wasn't until 1770s that the scientists found out the cause of gas by observing swamp and decomposing organic matter. Um, there has been anecdotal evidence that suggests that Assyria bathhouses use biogas to heat their waters. Biological sources of biogas is anything organic, but in our case, it's mostly agricultural waste and manure. To run this chemical process, you need methanotrophic bacteria to break down these organic matters without oxygen. This bacteria has been found and isolated from rice paddies and wetlands. Acetogenic and acetogenic bacteria are also needed to convert the organic matter into something that methanotrophic bacteria can use. There are 4 steps in this anaerobic process that produces biogas. Hydrolysis, which is when organic polymers like carbohydrates use water to break down into simple sugars. Acetogenesis, which is when acetogenic bacteria convert the simple sugars and amino acids into carbon dioxide, hydrogen, ammonia, and organic acids. Acetogenesic bacteria convert the organic acids into acetic acid, carbon hydroxide, and hydrogen. Methanogens convert the products of these other 2 steps into biogas, mostly methane and carbon dioxide. Processing to be used. Once once the impurities are removed, biogas can be used for electricity or for immediate use as heat, or moved to pipelines to be used as fuel for vehicles. The leftover materials, the solids, once all the gases are collected, will then be separated into either more solid or a more liquid. The liquid into fertilizer, and the solids into compost. Development status of biogas. The technology to use biogas as a fuel has been fully developed. The problem lies in the infrastructure while implementing it. In developing countries, they do not have enough of the technology to repair and upkeep the digesters and to contain and isolate toxic wastes. Biogas also require a high investment cost which these countries can't spare. In developed countries, there is limited access to refueling stations and biogas vehicles. They are not producing enough. The people don't want to buy them. There is no market for more. Because both of them are more expensive right now than traditional diesel fuel. The lack of livestock in bigger cities and the transportation and collection of the fuel also poses poor issues with supply chain. Okay, impact and carbon footprints. The production of biogas, if you recall, produces significant H2O, higher than renewable energy like wind and water. But steps could be taken to further reduce the carbon footprint. Use low carbon biofuels like sugarcane. Use renewable energy for heating the digesters. And accumulate soil organic carbon in crop rotations and fertilizers to reduce carbon in the air. The economic impact, less money spent for farmers from manure and fertilizer when they can generate it, and the farm themselves don't have to spend more money to start their crop rotation of the year. The US produces 70 more tons of organic waste per year, more than Europe, and these can be recycled into energy. Wastewater treatment plants and landfill gas projects could be converted into biogas production facilities, creating more jobs, both temporary and permanent. Biogas is also a sound investment for big companies and are good for PR. Analysis and recommendations. The production of energy in biogas still has a lot of ways to improve in terms of reducing atmospheric CO2, because right now the most effective measures are all preventative. And these measures also reduces the diversity of organic matter that could be used to produce more fuel. So the most pressing right now is the distribution of biogas tech, and biogas education specifically to underdeveloped countries with strong agricultural markets like India and Vietnam. Some ways to expand biogas technologies is open programs for pre-existing trade schools in developing countries. Even in America, I have not heard about biogas before until I did this project. So I think we could open more panels, more electives, or participation chances in as many universities as you could. There is almost no programs to spread and educate about biogas, so information will always be the top priority in any action plan. And to encourage farmers in neighborhoods to set up rudimentary compost digesters. My dad has one out back in the front yard. We don't have to spend $20 to buy manure from Home Depot. And then slowly from there, you can introduce them into biogas. Open up more research or internship opportunities in college to recruit, and educate the future generation. The future generation is the most important thing here in any action plan because no matter what we do in this generation, if the future repeat our same mistakes, humanity as a whole is going nowhere. And most of all, to give the future generation the opportunity to be better, right now we need to reduce the use of fossil fuels, introducing bills that would protect the wildlife and the environment. And these are my citations. They are also cited along the presentation in order for easy access of information to know which slide. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time.